I think that's what I'll remember most about this season. Not the headlines, not the meltdowns, not even the trophies. Just this. Thousands of Celtic fans walking through Glasgow together on cup final day. Because no matter how chaotic this season felt, these days never stop meaning something. And this season was chaotic at times. The board fighting with the fans, the ultras locked out of Celtic Park, questions over the squad, questions over the manager, questions over whether this team actually had enough. At one point, Brendan Rodgers compared this team to a Honda Civic. And honestly, that line stuck with me. Because my first car was an old Honda Civic. Nothing flashy, nothing special to look at. But if you drove it properly, it could absolutely fly. And that's what Martin and Neil did with this Celtic team. When the season felt like it was drifting, when confidence was gone, when every week felt like another argument about the board, the squad, or the direction of the club, he steadied it. He got this team moving again, not by pretending it was perfect, not by acting like there weren't problems, but by getting the absolute maximum out of what he had. And that's why today felt massive. Not because Celtic are supposed to win, not because success gets boring, but because every title has to be earned again. 38 games, more points than everyone else. That's football. And after everything this season through at Celtic, the same team people had written off still arrived at Hampden with the chance to win another double. And maybe that's why days like this always feel bigger than just football. Because when you're walking through Glasgow surrounded by thousands of Celtic fans, you realise this club has never really just been about results. Every person has lived a different version of Celtic. Some people remember Lisbon. Some people remember the 90s. Some people remember Seville. Some people remember stopping 10 in a row. Some grew up during the trebles. Some only know Celtic winning leagues. But all of us still turn up with that same feeling in the stomach before a massive game. Because no matter how many trophies this club wins, none of us ever fully trust football to give us another one. That's why all the outside noise after Celtic won the league was so strange to me. People acted like there had to be some deeper explanation for why Celtic finished top. But there wasn't. 38 games, most points, League One, that's it. If Hearts had been better away from home, maybe they win it. And honestly, if Martin and Neil had stayed instead of leaving when he did, maybe Celtic win this league a lot earlier. Because when he came back in, everything just felt calmer again. More organised, more confident, more like Celtic. Football changes quickly. That's why supporters never take these moments for granted. And maybe that's why this trip to Hampden felt different today. Not arrogant, not entitled, just thousands of people knowing they were one game away from watching Celtic lift their 122nd major trophy. After everything this season had been through, Celtic didn't just win the Scottish Cup final, they controlled it. There was a brief early spell where Dunfermline had a moment or two, a reminder that nothing in football is ever completely straightforward. But once Celtic settled, the game slipped away from them. Maeda got the first goal, Engels added the second, and Iniacho made sure of it after the break. And from there, it was done. Dunfermline did pull one back late on, but it never really changed the feeling of the game. Because this wasn't just a cup final. It was the end of a season that had its chaos, its pressure, its doubts, ending the only way it really could, with Celtic still on top, still winning, still lifting trophies. And then it all comes together. The final whistle, the huddle, the celebrations starting to spill onto the pitch. Because this is what it always comes back to. Not the noise, not the arguments, not the chaos of the season, but these moments. Celtic lifting another trophy, another double, another chapter added to the story. A season that at times felt like it could go anywhere, ending exactly where it always seems to end, with Celtic standing there at the end of it. And even now, there's still that uncertainty hanging over everything. No one really knows what next season looks like, who will be in charge, what the squad will look like, what changes are coming this summer. But maybe that's always been part of it, because this club never really stands still for long. What stays the same is the supporters. Home or away, good season or difficult one, smooth or chaotic. They're there and they're always there. And that's why days like this feel bigger than football. Because no matter what changes around it, Celtic are still here, still winning, still lifting trophies, and still us.